I love this capture card. I think this capture card is absolutely amazing. I talked about this on my last video. Once again, this is the Cloner Alliance Flint 4K P Plus, and I take it now that the P means pass through. Nevertheless, this thing worked with everything I threw at it, from my NES, my retro AVS, which is the NES, all the way up to my PlayStation 5. No issues at all. 4K pass through to 1080p with the PS5, and everything else in between just works. I will say this, one thing that I wanted to know, will this thing work with my Super Nintendo? Because the Super Nintendo is a little funky, not to get too technical, but it has to be at a certain frame rate or it will go haywire. And that's one thing with other capture cards, that it fluctuates at times, and if it fluctuates, it'll go weird. With this capture card, the frame rate, that it fluctuates and it still works. Right now I'm playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and this one it is just running just fine. But nevertheless, knowing that I know that it'll run this console with no issue, all my other stuff works as well, from my Genesis, my Saturn, Dreamcast. You run anything at 240p, I'll show you right here on the output. It runs it at 5x, so you will be getting a 1200p through this, and it looks absolutely amazing on my 4K TV or my 4K monitor, and it gives me a really good look. If I want to use the monitor and my CRT at the same time, I'll be able to use it if I want to stream. Now, another thing that I wanted to know, since everything else works from all my consoles, the PlayStation 3. Does the PlayStation 3 works with HDCP? Will it pass it straight through? Well, what I'm gonna do now, I mean, this is probably gonna still be running, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. Well, matter of fact, let me cut this off so I'll make sure. Want to make sure that this works, so I will cut that off. So the Super Nintendo was cut off, and I'm gonna cut on the PS3. So I'm cutting on the PS3 right now, and I'm going to see if it passes it through. Now, just to show y'all, I already know the answer to it. It does, but just to show y'all that it does, I'm going to go through this here. Let's see. Let me get my switcher right there. It is. Switch the HDMI switcher over, and there it is right there. No problem. HDCP pass through, no issue at all. And oh my God, I miss Mag so much. Mag, they need to make a game like Mag at some point, because that game was absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm running this. Let me see if I can show y'all, just to let y'all know that I'm absolutely running this through, let's see, display settings, and is at 1080p. And it tells you select the type of connector. I'm using the HDMI. I don't have the component or SCART or anything like that. And let's see, once again, automatic. Yeah, it's just automatic. And what it do, I mean, it's already hooked up, but I'm just doing it just to show y'all that it is hooked up through HDMI connector type, and it takes all these resolutions from 480p to 1080p. So this is pretty much like the ultimate capture card. Everything I threw at it, it works. I can use my retro consoles. I can use my updated consoles. As long as I use them through an HDMI output, it should take it just fine. Now, my only issue is right now, if I need anything, I want to try to get my N64 RGB modded for it to run through. But right now I'm still using, I think I'm using a Hyperkin HDMI solution for the N64, which that works just fine. But it just doesn't give you that better clarity that it would if I get it RGB modded. Shout out to Voltar. Once he gets his stuff together, I will absolutely get that done. But yeah, this works great. This is absolutely what I've been looking for. This works for me. No longer worrying about the Elgato acting up. No more worrying about the generic one that I had that I showed in the last video showing up. This capture card does everything I need to do. And I'll put the link down in the description. You'll see if you want to purchase this. It works for everything. If you want PS5 gameplay, PC gameplay, if you want anything other consoles gameplay, the only thing is you have to get that console to an HDMI solution. Once you get it to an HDMI solution, you should be able to capture anything. So I've yet to see it falter with anything I have. I mean, I got a little bit of everything. I got the Retron 5. No, not the Retron 5. I got the Retron Square that plays what you call it, Game Boy Advance. That works. If you look right down here, I have the mini consoles. Those work. All my other stuff that I have here absolutely works. It's great. It's working absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. Another thing, the price may be a little bit steep, but I don't think it's not much more than what you found with the Elgato. I mean, I think it'll run you about, $170. But for what it does, I think this is a steal. A lot of people are saying that this is the end all be all. This is the box to get if you want to, still use an upscaler, if you want to use any of those things to capture footage or go live or anything of that nature. I can't say that it's not. It is absolutely what is advertised, and I am absolutely amazed. Now, just with anything else, I will say it does run a little bit hot. It's right here, and it is hot. So after gameplay or whatever, you might not want to keep it hooked up to your PC the entire time. May want to unhook it and let it rest, especially for something like this. I don't know how long these type of devices will be on the market. Sometimes they're here, the next day they're gone, because they're not necessarily I'm not saying reputable, but you just don't see these like the Elgatos of the world or the AverMedias of the world. They stay around a long time. I don't know how long Clone Alliance has been around. I think it's been almost 4 or 5 years, probably a little bit longer. So I guess they'll be around, but will this particular model still be around? Maybe they'll upgrade and do something else and it won't do what this one does. So it's a lot to, to stomach if you want to try to get a solution that works for you in all ways possible. I mean, it's working for me right now. I'm on I'm not OSSC, I'm on OBS. So that works. And speaking of that, I will definitely be going live playing some more Doom 3 with this capture card later on tonight. So you guys can check me out there. And I'm really, really impressed. I'm impressed that it works the way it does. Definitely with the PlayStation 3 pass through. All the other consoles I have, it works just fine. I have no complaints. So if you want to get this capture card, if you're interested in it, the link is down in the description. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. It's just something I want to share with everybody. I mean, this capture card works with everything. If you want to use your OSSC or any other, I'm pretty sure it works with any other upscaler as well. If you just use, straight AV to HDMI for your retro consoles, I'm pretty sure it'll take that resolution and work just fine. So just want to let you guys know, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a few more things I gotta do, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.